It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers begin the game with the basketball. Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference. That's what they have to be. And I think for Kevin Pritchard and Nate McMillan, the post-George era has begun far better than expected. And it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Young. Shot clock winding down to Oladipo. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Milwaukee with the basketball has a chance. Eric Bledsoe. Good start. He's made his first shot.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Collison to Oladipo. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Victor Oladipo at the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
I like that.
2 for 2 on that trip. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. They lose a Game 7 at Boston. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but last year was a disappointment for the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 years ago, they finished 6th in the Eastern Conference. And last year, when you play against the Celtics, a team that does not have 2 of its star players in Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, the Bucks should have won that. But it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
Oladipo. Trying to cash in. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
There's a reason they call him the Greek Freak. With his ball skills, pretty good. With his height, 6'11". His athleticism, 40-inch vertical plus. And he's most dangerous in transition, which is probably the reason why he had an MVP caliber year with career highs in points, rebounds, and field goal percentage.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Collison into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Oladipo. Driving right to the basket. To Young. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Collison to Turner. Pulled in by Brogdon. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
This offseason was the summer of Giannis. He discovered so much about the American culture, even some of the sweets. And I see his game has gotten even sweeter.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Entering the game for the Bucks, number 9.
Oladipo goes to the left side. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. From the outside, no good. Oladipo into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Giannis with it up top. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. O'Quinn turns it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
You open, pull the trigger.
To Oladipo.
Come through.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Long heave from 3/4 court. Shot from 3/4 court is good. He buries it. Who does this guy think he is? Few would take it. He drills it. And that's how the first quarter comes to an end. One quarter down, and Jay, you know both coaches wanted to see more stops on the defensive end, but was that fun to watch or what?
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the 3, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
Pacers with the possession. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen.
ISO.
Curling inside. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 3 for 3 in this first half.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better. Was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
To Oladipo. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
VO, he may not be the superhero that Indy wanted, but he's definitely the one they need.
To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Substitutions, Indiana.
And gets both to drop at the line. Jay, I wouldn't confuse this team with the Houston Rockets, but there is no question the Pacers are built to play fast.
Yeah, one of the fastest teams in the league, and I think depth this year will help them towards the latter part of the season, particularly in the playoffs. Last year, you felt like you saw Victor Oladipo get a little bit tired, but now due to better conditioning, you add on a guy like Tyreke Evans, you have guys like Corey Joseph. This team is loaded with depth.
Indiana with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo to Turner. From the painted area, won't go down. Bledsoe with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Giannis for two. No good. Into the front court comes Collison. Down just a couple. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. Adetokunbo to Middleton. They'll get it down low to Lopez. And the slam.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Oladipo to Collison.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. Collison to Evans. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation.
For the Pacers.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 13, Malcolm Brogdon.
To Adetokunbo. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal. It's Indiana basketball. Collison to Oladipo. Probing the defense. Oladipo to Evans. The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead is 2. To Middleton. The shot.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Adetokunbo to Brogdon. To Adetokunbo.
1 minute remaining in the
Shot from the lane won't go. Collison into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Victor Oladipo. And the rebound taken by Lopez. To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Rebound belongs to Indiana. Pacers control. Collison to Turner. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
I got him. That's me. Got ball. Hands up, y'all.
Antetokounmpo. Not that time. He missed it. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Desperation shot here from half court. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports halftime report. The Pacers are in a close game thus far, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Indiana Pacers. The Bucks are within striking distance at the half. And even though they're losing, you don't see a lack of confidence from their shooters. That could be the difference for them in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Field goals.
This is the type of game fans want to see. Lots of great scoring with no signs of slowing down. More fireworks are sure to come after the halftime break.
Player of the half.
Oladipo has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Jay, it seems every year Giannis Antetokounmpo makes a mega leap. Now he's entering his 6th NBA season.
And Brook Lopez is on the record, the new acquisition for the Bucks, saying that Giannis is the best player in the Eastern Conference. That is saying something when you have Kyrie Irving and Kawhi Leonard. Let's not forget that a couple years ago, we were talking about Kawhi Leonard being the 2nd best player in the game, yet alone the Eastern Conference.
Down to Young. Knocked loose. Young. Darren Collison. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Middleton to Brogdon. He got a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Pacers with the possession. A lot of contact, no whistle. Giannis Antetokounmpo pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Middleton. Pacers have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Oladipo into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Here's Lopez, down low. Brook Lopez. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Old school equals high percentage.
Indiana with the basketball. Collison to Young. Short jumper off the mark. To Middleton. Antetokounmpo. Here comes the screen. To Brogdon. Antetokounmpo. To Lopez. Nice pass to set things up.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Oladipo to Collison. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. To Middleton. Antetokounmpo. Here comes the screen. To Antetokounmpo. Jumper's good.
Giannis reminds me of Kevin Durant, and obviously their relationship has evolved even to the point where publicly KD gave him advice, and that was to play for himself. You think about the similarities, KD playing at OKC before he left for a bigger market in Golden State could be similar to the fate that of Giannis. But Giannis is a guy born of Nigerian parents, from Greece, loves small market towns, has a crack in his cell phone, likes to push a shopping cart down the aisle like anybody else. But it doesn't matter because the lights can shine bright for wherever Giannis decides to play.
May 2018, Jay, the Bucks make the move to Mike Budenholzer, roster that's built to win now.
And Coach Bud brings stability to a team that had a lot of question marks around the head coaching position. Jason Kidd gets let go last year. That caused some drama with him and Giannis and the team. You hire Joe Prunty. He comes in. He tries his best. The team ultimately loses in the first round of the Eastern Conference. But now when you bring Coach Bud to the table, you bring offensive fluidity, and that's what this team needs.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Bledsoe. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. To Collison. To Turner. You've got to get that one to go. Bledsoe with it up top. His guy's down 3. It's Indiana basketball. Bucks have it. Bledsoe, great look and vision. Big finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. To Lopez. And draws the foul.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Team foul.
Brook Lopez at the line.
Brook Lopez.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Joseph with it. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the third. Evans. Eric Bledsoe. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
Inside, he scores. He'll let one fly from half court. 3 quarters down, it's all even at the end of this quarter. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
Bucks basketball. Chris Middleton with the slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Joseph with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Screen coming. Oladipo to Young. Has a look. Defender was right there. He has to know better. Bledsoe with it up top. 2-point advantage to DiVincenzo. Here comes the screen. DiVincenzo to Middleton. Knocked loose. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. To Oladipo. To Evans. Flushes it home.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. It's no good. Great defense.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Here comes the screen. Oladipo, not that time. The follow won't go either. Bledsoe with the basketball. All even here in the fourth. Middleton to DiVincenzo. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I said this on draft night that was one of the most valued picks in the draft that year. Dante DiVincenzo, the Michael Jordan of Delaware. That's what they called him in his hometown. He scored 31 points in the national championship game. He's not afraid to do it on both ends of the court as well.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Oladipo to Evans. Brook Lopez swats it. That's his first of the game. Turner.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
From long range. Can't connect. It's no good. The Bucks at the controls. Middleton to Bledsoe. Shot from the lane won't go. Surveys the floor. Oladipo into the front court. His group now down 2. Has a chance. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Bledsoe to Middleton. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Oladipo into the front court. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen, and he'll head to the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Oladipo into the front court. They trail by 2. Here comes the screen. Collison to Oladipo. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Oh, Miles Turner. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oladipo. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Adetokunbo. Corner 3 at the buzzer. Time expires. This game is all tied up. And we're underway here in the extra period. Collison to Young. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Oladipo to Turner. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo to Collison. Oladipo to Turner. Trying to cash in. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. To Bledsoe. Nothing going here on that drive. Antetokounmpo. That no good, off the mark. Collison to Oladipo. To Collison. Young is good.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Goes to the right side. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Pacers control. Collison to Young. To Oladipo. Five to shoot for Indiana. Thaddeus Young. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
To Bledsoe. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Bledsoe. Oladipo grabs the board. Into the front court comes Collison. Leads 3. To Young. Has a look. Young off the mark.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
To Oladipo. Young. To Oladipo. Picked up by the Bucks. Brogdon to Bledsoe. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Pacers with the possession. Young to Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Ed, I remember this in so much detail. I was watching the NBA pre-draft camp, and I saw Miles Turner run, and myself and all the scouts, everybody was like, whoa, wait a second. What is that? But I give the Pacers a lot of credit. They had a trainer that worked with his gait, and now that's exactly who he is, a big that can run down, block shots, and be active on the perimeter defensively.
Time to shuffle things up. Adetokunbo to Brogdon. Adetokunbo. Lopez from the outside, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul. And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as they'll want to make sure everyone's on the same page here in this overtime. Short jumper won't fall.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Chris Middleton with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 87% from the line. 3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Late heave to beat the buzzer. This one to the Pacers as they win it in overtime. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers clocked some overtime for today's win. It was a remarkable game for the way it ended, but it was also a terrific game overall. I'm glad to have been a part of it. Check out the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers. The Bucks just couldn't close this one out. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. Check out the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Oladipo seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.